So, congratulations to Sergey Kovalev. He is now the unified light heavyweight champion of the world. It is of no surprise that Kovalev was able, for me, to do what he was able to keep Hopkins at bay for most of the fight. This fight was down to experience. Experience for both fighters. A new experience. For Kovalev, it was to do the distance to go 12 rounds. And as for Hopkins, the new experience for him was to fight a guy who was physically bigger, stronger, natural at the weight, and the heaviest puncher he's faced in his career. Now, when everyone was saying to me in the fight that they saw Hopkins being able to outbox and outmaneuver Kovalev, I saw there was going to be a few problems, because when you've got somebody who hits as hard as Kovalev does, this guy is, going to end up being a legendary puncher. I said this before the Cleverly fight, and I think my thoughts on that is just being more and more confirmed, because this guy's hitting you with jabs and knocking you down. Body shots, just by a jab alone is knocking you down. So bearing that in mind, and then Hopkins being as old as he is, I believe that Kovalev would jump on Hopkins, and in the first round you saw the power. It dropped Hopkins. Now if you look at the 12th round, I think Kovalev held back until the 12th round to really let his punches really go in combinations. If this fight was a rematch, I believe the fight would get stopped quickly, because Kovalev would know he could do the 12 round limit. So really, Kovalev fought a patient fight. I had no doubts he could go 12 rounds. He's a young, fit fighter. So, and I didn't think Hopkins would put him and make him fight under pressure. So when you look at the reach as well between Hopkins and Kovalev, that made a big difference as well. Hopkins has a tendency when he comes into sort of lunging. If you look at all his fights, he kind of lunges in. But the guys he's fought beforehand have been unable to capitalize on when he lunges in. He lunges in with his head open, exposed at times, and Kovalev was able to capitalize on it. That 12th round, if that 12th round didn't happen, I would have given Hopkins a good chance of beating Stevenson, because to me, Stevenson's a good fighter, but I think he's very left-hand dominant, and he relies heavily on that left hand, whereas Kovalev has got the jab, he's got the right hand, he's got the left hook. He's a more all-round fighter, more complete fighter, and I think that's something that Hopkins could neutralize with Stevenson. And I think if that 12th round hadn't happened, the way he took that amount of punches in the 12th round, I would have given Hopkins a good chance against Stevenson. But that 12th round happened, and Hopkins took way too many punches. That, people say you don't see Hopkins getting beaten up in the ring. That was as good as Hopkins getting beaten up in the ring tonight. He has been it just proves how much of a legendary fighter Bernard Hopkins is, to be able to absorb the punches that he did, to be able to take the punishment that he did. A great performance from Bernard Hopkins. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the fight. I certainly did. And congratulations again to Sergey Kovalev. This guy will be in the pound top 5 very soon. Of course, the fight that everybody would want to see is Sergey Kovalev against Andre Ward. Andre Ward's been out a while. I wouldn't want to see that fight until Andre Ward was fighting fit, meaning that he'd had 3 or 4 fights and shook off any rust and was in the best possible shape to fight Kovalev. So, but the way boxing works, people would want to put Kovalev in the ring with Ward now, and that would probably be Kovalev's best chance of beating Ward. I think Kovalev is the best light heavyweight in the division. I said it before, and I'll keep on saying that. Yeah. Anyway, that's me. Hope you enjoyed the fight. I'm out. Thanks for watching.